Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the new game that Ubisoft is about to reveal. Now, the only reason why I'm checking this out is because some developers from Call of Duty actually partnered up with Ubisoft. They're working with them now, and they have created a new free-to-play FPS game that should be a Call of Duty contender. Let's go ahead and check this out. We got 19 seconds. We're about to react to this. This is literally the first time I've ever seen some stuff like this. I'm super excited to see what they're doing here because, like I said, it could be a Call of Duty contender. I've not watched any gameplay, but some people have been hyping this up. We're about to see. All right. Make sure I'm recording. Tom Clancy's. I saw slide canceling.
We're excited to share a first look at a project we're developing at Ubisoft San Francisco.
Okay.
This is our take on a multiplayer first-person shooter.
Ooh.
We need to get you in early and find out what you think.
Our goal is to make a best-in-class shooter for you, the players, to compete
And have fun with your friends.
Cool.
It's fast-paced firefights.
Meets punk rock mosh pit.
We're proud to introduce our new game.
Tom Clancy's XDefiant.
XDefiant.
Your feedback is essential to help us make this game great.
Later in this video, we'll tell you how to get involved.
But first, we'll get into the action.
This is a free-to-play, high-octane shooter combining realistic gunplay with personalized classes.
This kind of looks like
our game is factions, each bringing unique gameplay
Wolves,
and
tank.
team dynamics. Every faction comes equipped
That
with
guy looks like
traits,
that guy from
abilities,
Caustic
and
from
an
Apex
ultra
Legends.
to complement your playstyle and the faction's role.
They got the
Used skillfully,
vision
each
pulse from
faction's
Black Ops
capable of
3.
swinging the momentum of a match. Our factions are at the heart of the game. They're inspired by maverick groups from across Tom Clancy's
Echelons,
games and beyond.
Outcasts.
From this inspiration, we created new characters and
A
gameplay
shield.
unique to our
Wait,
shooter,
they got the visual active camo.
and will continue to add to this diverse cast as the game evolves.
Now, while factions help you define your role, we know to be a great shooter, the gunplay has to be our top priority.
Yeah, right. I need to see this.
We have an ever-growing arsenal of authentic weapons and attachments. We put a lot of care into how our weapons look and feel. We've crafted every weapon attachment for precise, satisfying gunplay.
Players can mix and match any faction and weapon loadout. You
Okay.
can swap at respawn to adapt to a changing battlefield. Personalize your faction and loadout to be what you need when you need it.
I've seen a lot of guns from like Call of
But
Duty
I
and
can't stress
stuff.
this hard enough. We are a shooter first.
And your abilities and ultras create unique opportunities to set up.
Dude, they had like the
nail-biting shootouts
riot
and
shield from
unforgettable
Black Ops
gameplay.
4.
Personalizing classes, guns, and
pretty much the
gear
torque
in a
shield,
fast-paced
active
fight is a
camo.
whole new experience in Tom Clancy gaming.
So did they just take Black Ops 4
Super
and
stoked
make
by
it
what
free to
we've
play?
accomplished so far.
And I couldn't be more
Like-
proud of our incredible team. We want to personally thank everyone that's worked so hard during the pandemic to keep the momentum going on this game.
Like, this is like what
We
this
understand
is.
that
Like,
it's been even harder for some of you. We hope that we can build a community that's a place where people can connect and have fun.
And we're committed to creating a welcoming game based on fair play and transparency, whether you're playing casually or pushing yourself competitively.
Now, the game's still in early development, but we're gearing up to let you in as soon as possible. So register right now.
All right, sign up.
Participate in our early rollout phases.
Thank you so much for watching. We really want your input, so please reach out to us on social media.
I'll tell you guys right now, I'm gonna reach out to them. I'm gonna get you guys some beta codes. If we need the beta codes, so I can hook up as many people as possible.
Y'all, you just got the first look at Tom Clancy's XDefiant. Players anywhere in
Yeah,
the world
Mark
right
Rubin.
now
This
can
guy,
use to play
this guy is from Call of
XDefiant.com
Duty.
to sign up for a
Like
chance
Modern
to
Warfare
play
2
early.
days.
And PC players in the US and Canada can start playing as early as August 5th.
Oh wow!
Until then, we got some more details on the game. I'm joined by two very special guests.
All right, I'm gonna jump
Kim
on this
Wagon,
August 5th. I'm
producer
jumping
Tom
on
Clancy's
this.
XDefiant. Kim, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
and Mark Rubin, executive producer on the game. Mark, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So, I want to get into things. I want to get into some of the details because this is a new look for Tom Clancy.
Yeah, it
Can you
really
tell us
is.
a little bit more about this direction.
Yeah, so we wanted to make a game that had at its core a strong expectation of quality around gameplay. Movement, aiming, shooting, etc. All needed to feel grounded and realistic, but also smooth and reactive. And we felt that matched up really well with the Clancy universe. But we wanted to bring a very different take on the attitude that is, I would say, normally associated with Clancy.
Yeah, for real. Because
I think you can even see
you could
that
tell
in our title.
he had a lot.
The
XDefiant
logo is really in a kind of irreverent and rebellious take. That
Yeah,
we think
you could
flips
tell
the
that
normally
he
serious
literally
Clancy.
had a huge
So tell us a little
influence
bit about
on
what
this
kind of
game
XDefiant
because
is.
he is a guy that
Its
literally
core,
was part of the Call of Duty
XDefiant
team,
is
and you
a
guys can
really
see from like the
fast-paced
trailer,
arena
or at least
shooter
what I saw,
with a reasonably
literally
fast
it
time
looks
to kill.
like a
It should
Black
be
Ops
very
4
familiar to all
game,
players
but
in
free to
the
play. I mean, they
And
got
so you can,
what,
you know,
active
jump in
camo,
quickly,
they have a
alone or
barricade or
with
the
friends.
shield,
You can go
the
into it with a very
vision
competitive
pulse,
mindset,
flamethrower,
really
like, bro,
test yourself
Black
on
Ops
that
3,
front.
Black Ops 4,
One of the
that's what
number
this
one
is.
things that I want to say
They had the
about
gas
the
mines,
game
like,
is that we're just here really to make a game that people enjoy playing, and that's it really.
I mean, I did like how they
Literally
said play
that simple.
casually and competitive, so
We
I'm assuming
want
there's
the
not
beginning
going to
of
be
this
skill-based
game's life,
matchmaking in this game.
to be very humble.
I mean, that's
and
half
focus
the
on
battle
being
right there.
Transparent with our community, and have them be involved in evolving the game. I don't think we want to have any features or parts of the game that we won't talk about with our community. And there's no, well, maybe the next game will have those improvements, as we want this game to last for years. We are not going to abandon it and go off and make another game after this one launches. We want to be dedicated.
He's
to
taking
our
a shot at Call of
We'll
Duty.
make some mistakes, but we hope the community will trust us enough to know that we will always own up to those.
Look,
And
he's
we will
literally
always
taking
work
so
to
many
fix
shots
them
at
as
Call of
fast
Duty
as
right now.
possible. Because again, at the end of the day, we just want to build a game and a community that people really want to be a part of.
Oh, that's great to hear, Mark. It has me very excited.
That is good to hear.
Now,
That's
I
good
wanna
to
get
hear.
a little bit into gameplay, specifically that
If Call of
that
Duty
video
took
we
that
just
approach,
saw.
their games
Kim,
would be-
We got to look at some factions that are coming to the game. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Yeah.
I can. So our factions are our class-based gameplay, and we have 4 factions that we're showing off currently. The first is the Wolves from Ghost Recon. This is our tank class, so they have higher health than the other factions, and they have abilities that are shield-based. We also have 2 factions from the Division. The first is the Cleaners, our fire-based high DPS assault class, and we have the Outcasts, which is our healing faction. And finally, we have the Echelon, which is from Splinter Cell. It's our support faction. They are all about hiding information from the enemy.
Yeah, I mean, they just took a bunch of factions from a bunch of different games they made and
Now,
threw
our
them into
factions
one.
have some key elements. They have passive traits, they have an ultra, and they have the freedom to choose from a number of different abilities. That will
That's kinda
change
cool.
the
I kinda like
moment-to-moment gameplay. So on top of all this, we
They
also
just
have Defiants,
mashed
which
it
are
up.
the characters that you can select within those factions. And every Defiant has a set of skins, so you can really customize what your character looks like when you play. Now, all of these, your Defiance, your faction, your abilities, your loadouts, all of that can be adjusted and changed when you respawn in our game.
I already
So
saw
you're
a
not
rose
committed
skin.
to a loadout as soon as you
Kinda
go
like
into
a
match.
rose
You
skin.
can change it pretty much every time you respawn. Now, this adds a lot of depth to our gameplay, but I should mention that gunplay is still the key. That is what will make or break the win or loss for your match.
That's good though, because I
I
saw a
think
bunch
the
of
final
shit
note is
that
we're
could
gonna continue to
distract
add
from
to this
that
roster
bunch of
of
specialists or
factions,
the
Defiance,
the
abilities,
abilities,
loadouts,
like what
and
happened
we
with
really
Black
wanna
Ops
hear
3
it
and 4.
from you all, the people who are going to play our
But
game,
Black Ops 4 had
what
good
you want to
gunplay,
see.
in my
Kim,
opinion.
that's so great to hear. That's awesome. Mark, I want to ask you now. Tell us a little bit about the different maps and modes coming to XDefiant.
I can give you some details too. But let me first talk about the maps, because I love what our team has done. I really love our maps. Not only do they play really well, but each map is interesting and full of character.
We'll let the community
They are
decide
all
that if they play
really
well.
unique and beautiful locations. And I think this is an area where our Snowdrop engine really shines. And as we start seeing all of the maps for launch and beyond, I think you'll see that we're pulling inspiration from many different games, pretty much in the same way we did with our factions.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of
For
Call of
some
Duty style
details,
maps.
In the upcoming closed test, we're going to have 10 maps available that will be divided into 7 standard arena maps and 3 linear maps.
10 maps on launch in the alpha. God, hey, they hooking us up.
That's domination, ringleader, and upload. And then for the linear maps, we have 2 modes, escort and zone control. So we wanted our first modes to be very familiar to people,
yeah,
but also show that we can play with the formulas.
Right, domination,
so we picked
good.
These modes to give players, a variety of gameplay styles. So we have a mode for people who like objectives. We have a mode for people who like a TDM style of play. We have a mode for people who want a more competitive, higher risk style of play. As well as the 2 linear modes for people who like a more progression style of gameplay. And it's our hope that at launch there will be a good amount of variety in both maps and modes. And we plan on bringing new maps and modes on a regular basis throughout the life of the game.
That's awesome. I love everything I'm hearing. You got plenty of diversity in factions, maps, modes, all anchored by good gunplay. That's what I love to hear.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about the team that's making the game?
Of course, I love talking about our development team. So we are led by the Ubisoft San Francisco studio. Mark and I both work at that studio, and we have a team with just incredibly diverse backgrounds and experiences in game development. Now, we've built this team of industry veterans, and we have a lot of experience in making first-person shooters. But on top of that, we have a number of production processes that are helping us get this game to a point that we're really proud of. So we have things like feedback loops and iterations that we do very quickly. We play our game every single day, and it is so fun. And it's just helping us find the fun and really emphasize that as we develop this game. Now, I will give a shout out. We have teams all around the world. It's not just Ubisoft San Francisco. We have tons of other studios helping us out. And a big thank you to them. We could not get this far without you guys. And we love the journey so far. And we're really excited to see where this goes moving forward. So we've worked really hard on this game. We're really proud of it. We think it's really special in the first-person shooter genre. And we can't wait to continue building it with you all.
we need to play it, and that's just that's the end of the deal.
I
mean, we
we
need to play it.
You can head
That's
to
it.
playxdefiant.com and register for a chance to play early. The first closed test takes place August 5th and is open to PC players in the US and Canada.
Well, I'm jumping on that. Tell you that right now.
Register to play.
Awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys think. We just gotta play it. Look, this is not a sponsored video. I'm literally curious because I really want there to be a Call of Duty competitor so they can actually step their games up. So whenever they bring in some new first-person shooters that could potentially shake it up, I mean, we got to check it out because obviously they just said, literally word for word, we've taken inspiration from other games. You best believe they took inspiration from Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty should probably take inspiration, especially for the fact that Mark Rubin said, we are not going to abandon the game. We're not just going to make a piece of shit product, throw it out, and then say, hey, next year we'll go ahead and fix it up. That is something that I know for a fact he took a shot at Call of Duty for, and we'll see what happens. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.